Chris from LaserLemming.com and EA's Peter Moore. You might know him from being Microsoft's Peter Moore or Sega's Peter Moore. But anyway, now he's EA's Peter Moore. He's the COO of the company, I believe. And he recently stated that core gamers are afraid of change. They don't like new business models. They don't want new people playing video games. It's kind of a ludicrous statement, but what he means is that he doesn't want, core gamers don't want casual players, pretty much, coming into the industry and taking over, ruining the essence of what the gaming industry is, which was built upon pretty much, games for gamers. And what he's talking about here pretty much is the rise of free-to-play games and microtransactions, which go hand in hand. But he's saying that gamers are afraid of change, and that we don't want new people playing video games. We don't want young people. We don't want old people. We don't want women. We don't want anybody playing games except that 18 to 34 male demographic. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it's pretty much a defense move. He's saying this on the defense because EA's been criticized for pretty much going way off track of what the companies used to be. They used to be a company that made video games, and that's what he said. He said that gamers expected to either, put the disc in the tray, play the game, or put the cartridge in the console, play the game. And now it's more like, hey, when you just download the game, and it starts asking you for money right away. You're buying fake coins, fake money. You're buying fake money to buy in-game items, pretty much. And a lot of people don't like that. I don't like it. They ruined Plants vs. Zombies too. I'm not going to touch that game until they just completely fix it and make it like it used to be. See, I'm stuck to my ways. I'm stuck to my ways. That's what he would say. But I don't have a problem with free-to-play. If you're going to make the game free, the core game free, and then try to charge people for parts of the game, that's on you. That's what you want to do. I don't personally have too much interest in playing those kind of games, but if you want to do that, that's fine. That's fine. What I have a problem with is EA's model, because what EA says and what EA does is completely different. They're saying that people are afraid of these things. Like I said, I'm not afraid of the free-to-play model. I don't love it, but I'm not afraid of it. I don't hate it, but it's not something for me. Now what EA wants to do is take the $60 model that we have right now, where you buy a $60 game and you're supposed to get the game, in theory. We'll go on that in a little bit, but in theory, you're supposed to get the whole game when you buy the game. Now, what EA likes to do now, what their direction is to attach the microtransaction-laden free-to-play model and throw it onto a $60 game. So you buy your $60 game, and EA's already chomping at the bit to get you to give them more money in little bits and pieces. $1 here, $1 there, $2, $3, $4. It doesn't matter as long as you're giving EA some change. That's what they want. That's what they want. And EA is not alone in this. A lot of companies are doing this, and a lot of companies, like Crytek, I spoke about Crytek. That was kind of where they wanted the company to go. That's where they thought the industry was heading. And in some ways it is, and in some ways it isn't. I'm kind of glad that core gamers are being stubborn on this fact, because most of us that have been playing video games were raised before the era of free-to-play, before microtransactions were a thing. We were raised where you unlocked things in the game after you bought the game. That was it. You paid for the game, you get the game, that's it. I don't mind DLC. Don't mind DLC. I love free DLC. That's the way it used to be. But I don't like nickel and diming me. I don't like that. I'm not going to buy a map pack from you. I'm not going to do that. I'll buy some real DLC. Haven't done it yet. Haven't found the DLC for me yet. But I'd buy an expansion pack, something like the Red Dead Redemption stuff. Something like that. Something like what Nintendo does with Pikmin, or New Super Luigi. That's a valuable DLC. But if you're paying for maps and you're paying for skin swaps and color palette swaps in games, you're part of the problem. And this is what EA likes, though. They're counting on the ignorance of people. They're counting on new people, younger people that were born after 9/11, pretty much, that never experienced what it was like to pay for your game and get the whole game. they're counting on those people. They're counting on young people and people that never bothered to play games before they got a smartphone. They're counting on those people to shape the gaming industry, because the gaming industry is going to go where the most money is at. And if the most money is at microtransactions, that's what they're going to do. But this this bullshit where you buy a $60 game and then you take shit out of it and you try to charge me for things that used to be in the game in the first place, that's the problem. That's the problem, and what Peter Moore is saying is just complete bullshit, and he knows it. He knows it. He's saying, I scratch my head just wondering why people don't want other people to enjoy games. That's not the case at all. Nobody's saying that you can't let other people enjoy games. I don't care if you like Candy Crush, good for you. You like Words with Friends, good for you. You like Angry Birds, Flappy Birds, I don't care. That's great. I'm glad that you liked games. I'm glad that you're not, don't have the scales are off your eyes and you're seeing that, video games aren't necessarily just for people stuck in a basement, So he's full of shit. I like the dude, kind of. I kind of like the dude. But on this, it's just I want to say it's a cover, but it's just a defensive move. And I want to know your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think he's right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think that free to play is going to take over? Do you think microtransactions are here to stay? I think they definitely are, unfortunately. I would like to see more Nintendos, more Platinums of the world that really reject that. Really reject that idea. Because if it was embraced by more gamers that were at least knowledgeable of what used to be, I think microtransactions would have it would be a lot harder to sell them. But I want to know your thoughts. Share them in the comment section below. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Got a comedy channel too. You should check that out as well. And check out laserlemming.com. Great articles, news and reviews, editorials too. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.